Hey Sagittarius, this is going to be your November 2018 reading. My name is Camille and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Before we get started, I do want to say that I am offering $10 readings for any one question that you have. So if this reading resonates, and especially if it does not, and you need something more focused for your life experience, then I would be happy to help you with that. Another thing is that I'm branching into the astrology side of things, so I am offering $20 natal chart readings. And what that is just answering one question or interpreting one area of life for you that could be explained in the natal chart, which is what the planets were doing at the exact time you breathed life into the world, right? So that's it. That is my shop talk. I'm going to go within and see what is coming up for Sagittarians. You know, November marks the beginning of Sagittarius season. Thank God. We have Jupiter moving into Sagittarius in December. There's going to be quite a lot of emphasis on you. Quite a great time of the year for all of us. Sagittarian energy is so expansive and lucky and warm and joyful. 3-card spread. This is the Golden Universal Tarot deck. Clarifiers if needed. So let's see. One more time. Let's pull a clarifier. Okay, pull one more. Okay. 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 Try not to stop until we get the positive. Wow, he's coming up for a lot of people. Knight of Wands. Okay, so we're coming into this reading with the energies of the 10 of Wands, and then we move into a present November position of the Page of Cups, and then we have an outcome of the 8 of Cups. So I was like, why? Clarified by the 3 of Swords, and I was like, why? Clarified by the Knight of Wands. And so already I know a lot of you guys are like switching channels. You're going to find a more positive reading. You're a little bit spooked by the 3 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, but it's all going to be okay because this is all just an opportunity for you to learn and develop how deeply powerful you are and how deeply resilient you are. So the story that I'm getting here is, boy, has there been a lot of work here, probably in the love department, but this is a general reading, so it could have to do with job, it could have to do with family, it could have to do with health, just fill in the blank, whatever happens for you. And there's been so much work around it. There's just been you trying and you striving. And then there's been, oh my God, is the work finally coming to an end? And then it's kind of like, no. And then it's kind of like, oh, is it happening now? Oh, no. And then it's like, okay, this is definitely the thing, right? And then it's like, not quite. So be patient with the universe as it's trying to work something out for you. It feels like betrayal. It feels like despair. It feels like being forgotten. Like, that's how it feels. But just know that that is temporary, and know that it's leading up to something much, much greater, much more substantial, and much more solid, as it has to do with love, as it has to do with money, as it has to do with finance. So let's move into this. Let's just speak about the cards. So this is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands does mark the end of something, but this person is doing back-breaking labor. They are contorted. They are trying to bring these wands to the castle. So this is something to be celebrated, but it's also like when you run a marathon, and sure, you got first place, but damn, you are exhausted. And now you have to kind of sit down and do some carb loading and get your electrolytes, all that. So there's a lot of emphasis here on striving. And you will find relief 100% when the Sun and Jupiter enter Sagittarius. That's 100% going to happen. So there's a lot of energy of striving. And striving for something that was completed, striving for a work goal, striving for a money goal, striving for a love goal, but now you're just kind of in this place like, why did I have to work so hard for this? I thought that if this was meant for me, it would feel easy. I thought that, work means that it's probably not right for me, or this is too hard, so I should probably stop. I should probably give up. Don't give in to that temptation to think just because things are going hard or because things are a little bit more difficult or because things require work and things require effort, that means it's not for you. Life is not always like things going 100% smoothly. And this cheesy thing that I always say is like, a smooth sea never creates a skilled sailor. So trust that what you're going through now, whatever it is, whatever roadblocks, whatever hard work, whatever striving, whatever exhaust you're going through, like you're depleted maybe. Trust that is for the betterment of your soul, for the betterment of the situation, and it's building some really fortified muscles in you, so that when this comes up again, if it comes up again, you're just a stronger person. You're just 100% a stronger person because of this. So that's the Ten of Wands. That's coming into November with that. So that's speaking to what happened in October or September or just the entire year. A past that makes sense for you, as I always say. And then we move into a present position of the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups in November represents a new beginning. It represents messages of love, messages of devotion, new creativity, new joy. Because where do we hold joy? In our heart. And cups are always like that emotion card, our emotional body. It all starts from right here, right? You are getting the reprieve. You are getting a break. Things will lighten up. Things will get easier. Things will start flowing way more smoothly. Water flows way more smoothly. This fish is flowing way more smoothly. This reminds me of Pisces, boundless, wandering way more smoothly, way more nimble, agile, way more flexible, which you need because you're mutable fire. You need. And where you felt so constricted and conflicted and tied in and just like, I can't breathe here. You can breathe again. It's coming here. And the cups is beautiful because it represents alchemy. So there's something that is coming together for you. That's why I want you to know that the Ten of Wands work was not in vain. So this is an alchemy. This is a new understanding of self. This is a healing. And for a lot of you, like, let's just bring it down to the for real. This is love offer. This is the partner. But it's the beginning. It's the beginning. It's not going to be, we're kind of going from this place from, right to the end to right to the beginning. So if this is talking about you've been trying so hard in relationships and November offers you this fresh start, like it's the beginning. Don't try to push it all the way up to here, push it all the way to commitment, push it all the way to now, push it all the way to choose me. No, because that's where you get into the work. That's where you get into the trouble. This is just fresh. It's fresh new beginnings. Pages are always messengers. Someone's coming in offering you these things. I really get that it's another person, but it could easily just be our relationship with life, our relationship with the universe. So the universe is coming in to throw you a bone. This is looking like peace. This is looking like joy. This is looking like, oh God, I can finally relax. That's the Page of Cups. But sorry to say, or good to say, just neutral to say maybe, you have to walk away from some stuff. This Page of Cups is offering a new beginning. You see how we stacked up all these cups here? This Page of Cups is the beginning of this. And it's kind of weird, it's kind of inverted because this is the outcome position. But these Eight of Cups represent the way that your emotional life is set up and the things that you thought would bring you joy and the people you thought would bring you joy. And you just have to walk away from them now. Because the Page of Cups is giving you this new beginning. It's inviting you to this new place, a new person, a new understanding. And the only way that we can fully let new things in is to let go of the things that are not working, the old things. So the Eight of Cups is, here we go again. Back turned, labor, leaning on sticks. Like this is going to be work. And again, I'll repeat, work does not mean that it's not going to be good. Work does not mean that you are on the wrong path. Work does not mean that it's not for you. Work, it's just an element of life. This is a human condition. So this Page of Cups is coming in. This is the newness. This is the freshness. This is a new opportunity. And the only way to fully contain that, the only way to fully embody that, is to let go of what's not working. You got to walk away from what's not working so you can let this person in, so you can let this relationship in, so you can let this job in, so you can let this new understanding in, so you can let this joy in. You gotta just walk away. And what are we walking away from? All the things that used to hurt us. All the things that hurt us. All the people that hurt us. These cups is like that person, this heartbreak, that family member, that expectation, that belief, you know? Where we've built our emotions around negative experiences. We have to walk away from that. We need to let this in instead. So I love that the clarifier here for what are we walking away from is, hey, we're walking away from heartache. We're walking away from remembering, because swords is thinking, memories, perseverating, consistently thinking the same things over and over again. This is like the Page of Cups is coming in, you're like, I don't think so. Someone like you hurt me before. And then the Page of Cups goes, bye. You can't let it in because you're too stuck in the past. You're too tuned into this heartbreak or the heartbreaks. Too tuned in to all the hard work. You just want to stop. And you have to keep going. You have to keep walking away from the things that do not serve you so that you can become acquainted with the things that will and that do. Now, this is the present position. This is literally what November will give you. Know that's on the way. But know that to fully contain it, to fully embody it, to let it in, you're going to have to walk away from old thinking, old hurts, old people, exes. This is Venus retrograde season. Exes that you are holding on to and because you're afraid to accept the new relationship. Because you're like, I know this. I'm familiar with this heartbreak. I'm familiar with this person. They kind of suck, but they're, whatever. I'm just going to entertain it because I don't want to be alone. And the Eight of Cups with the Three of Swords is saying you have to walk away from that. You have to walk away from the ex. And this is even kind of like forming an ex. You have to be able to let go of the old emotions, old dried up, gross stuff, so we can build new emotional scaffolding, so that we can build a new emotional life, so we can build new relationships. That's just it. And you're like, okay, Camille, fine. Work, more stuff. Great. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I frankly, I don't have the confidence. You don't, do you? Well, that's where the Knight of Swords comes in. And this is in November, at the end of November, beginning December. This is the spark, baby. This is Sagittarius season. This is mutable fire. This is you. This is a return to yourself. This is a return to, and Sagittarius is that centaur, half man, half horse. This is literally you coming in. This is literally you remembering who you are, remembering what you want. The Eight of Cups that you're walking away from, the Three of Swords that you're walking away from, that you once thought would fill you up. Nah, man, we're done with that. This is a return to confidence. This is a return to fire. This is a return to yourself, a return to wanting, a return to wandering and looking for these things and actually getting off your butt and doing it. And I know you're like, getting off my butt, Camille, I've been off my butt this whole time. What do you think I've been doing? But look at this energy here and look at this energy here. You're so much more open, face front, back turned, back breaking labor, on a horse, not having to walk at all. Two completely different energies. And this is the passion. This is the spark. This is the energy. This is where you're running on exhaust here. This is the gasoline. This is the refuel. This is, I see it completely differently now. How could I never think, how could I ever doubt myself? How could I ever doubt the world? How could I ever think that these beautiful things weren't for me or weren't coming? I'm going out there to get them. That's the Knight of Swords. And I love how we anchor this with the Hierophant. Now, this is Major Arcana Taurus. So this is like, we're not moving for the sake of moving. Fire does need to be contained, especially your mutable fire. Wildfires of Sagittarius covering these grand expanses of land, that needs to be contained, and we need to have some direction. We do need to have some focus. That's where the Hierophant is coming in. That's where Taurus is coming in to say, all right, let's actually use this assertiveness, use this joy here too, use these emotions, this new positive elixir that we've been gifted, that we've achieved because we have done so much and we deserve it. Let's use this and focus it. Let's focus it. Let's actually direct it to what we want, direct it to where we want to go. That's the lesson of Taurus. Taurus is earthbound. Taurus substantiates things and also gives things legs. So this is not wanting for the sake of wanting, of course, wanting, but this is wanting for the sake of this. I want to bring this into my life, and I want to keep it in my life. And this is something that will stay in your life. If this is a new person, it's the Page of Cups. If this is the Page of Cups person, a new job, a new thought, it's just a healing temperament. If this is just you literally healing and literally feeling better, don't you want that to stay? That's the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is also traditions. He's also like communities of people. This is right around Thanksgiving. Your season is starting. This is about being with people and letting them fill you up with joy as well. But he's also tradition. He's also like, this is the way things were done. He's also bringing a little bit of structure to your Sagittarian mutable fire ways. And that's fine, because we need to contain things in order to give them shape, to give them form. That's another thing Taurus does. I'll give this form. Where you were wishing, where you were wanting, where things seemed out of control, where things seemed like, how am I going to do this? Where things seemed like, oh, this is just the beginning. You might slip away from me too. Taurus is like, nah, we're substantiating this. We're building this up. This is going to be a major reversal. This is going to be a major turnaround, and it's going to have legs. It's going to substantiate you. And let's talk to Taurus and the Hierophant, giving a benediction here. Supportive. Supportive of both your spirit, supportive of your finances, supportive of your spirituality, and just supportive of you, wherever this new person, new thing coming in is. New direction, new relationship with life even, you feel tremendously more supported. So wait for the turnaround to happen. November is going to give you the Page of Cups, but it's also going to say, you want this Page of Cups, huh? You got to get rid of all that old junk. And that's also the lesson of Venus retrograde. Venus will not be out of retrograde and will not clear her shadow until mid-November. Clean out the junk so that you can let all the beautiful stuff in. That's all that's happening here. And once you see that happening, once you see it coalescing, you see it manifesting, you're like, I feel so much better now. You have this is you. You're on the horse, you're traveling, you're doing the thing, you're directing your desires in a more focused and contained way. It's going to bring you long-term dividends. It's going to support you. Let's not also forget that Taurus is ruled by Venus. It's love, 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 love of self, of others, of your life. Just let it come in and know that it's coming. All right? So this has been my reading for you. Happy birthday to the November Sagittarians. If you need something more specific for you, of course, I am just one email away. But until then, I will see you back here in December, and enjoy the joy.